shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Behave yourselves!
Hello YouTubers out there, this is Jerry Saravia at the movies. So today we're looking at a slightly gritty noir picture from 1948 called Bodyguard. And this stars the infamous actor Laurence Tierney. And I'm sure you've heard many stories about Laurence Tierney throughout the many years. Specifically his issues with Quentin Tarantino when his career was sort of bouncing back in 1992's Reservoir Dogs, which Tierney almost got fired for making that picture and then rehired or something of that nature. But it was not necessarily a glorious time for anybody that was working with this man. As I had shown at the beginning of this video, you'll see the differences between Laurence Tierney of the past and Laurence Tierney in his latter years. Huge difference. This is a guy that I firmly believe could have played Dick Tracy or Mike Hammer. And in fact, the character that he plays here, who's a two-fisted cop type, Mike Carter, could easily be a Mike Hammer type. So right at the beginning of the movie, this character, this detective, is in trouble with his boss because he got into a situation where he arrested some people or something of that nature without a warrant. And thus there's a blowout between the two. They punch each other in the face. Mike Carter punches the lieutenant, and so, that's how this thing starts. There's a situation. A certain Mr. Dyson, Fred Dyson, wants to hire Mike Carter as a bodyguard for his mother. Now, the mother's a widow, and she's head of the Continental Meat Packing Corporation. So he tries to lure him as a bodyguard for his mother, because he believes that his mother is in danger or something's going to happen, and he tries to tempt him with a $2,000 in an envelope. And Mike Carter refuses. He's living with his girlfriend, who happens to work at the police station where he was once a police detective. The envelope is slipped under his door for $2,000, and again he rejects it and goes to the Dyson residence, and then it looks like there's an assassination attempt on Mrs. Dyson. So, which at first I thought was something was going on, that this was a bit of a setup, which it may or may not have been. It's not very clear, but it looks like maybe somebody was trying to kill her. Nonetheless, he is hired reluctantly as a bodyguard, and then he catches Mrs. Dyson's secretary, Connie, digging the bullets out of the wall, because the shooter who tried to kill the older Jean Dyson, the widow, was looking at a reflection and thought she was right there, and it was a reflection of her in a mirror. So the bullets are still in the wall. She tries to retrieve them. I wasn't exactly sure what was really going on just yet in this movie. A situation arises where he is exploring the Los Angeles warehouse district. That's Mr. Carter, of course. And then he's knocked on the head, and then he's in a car asleep, and he wakes up and he sees his lieutenant is next to him, and the lieutenant is dead. And there comes a train. They're right in the middle of the tracks, and that's how this. There are scenes in this movie that are really quite thrilling. I mean, this is a very tight little noir picture, very tight, 62 minutes long, and directed by Richard Fleischer, who you might know later on directed films like Conan the Destroyer, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Soylent Green, Red Sonja, The Boston Strangler, The Narrow Margin, Amityville 3D, etc. Details of this get a little murky, but it looks like the lieutenant was investigating an actual death that occurred at the meatpacking district, and that's how the whole film unfolds. So essentially, Carter is being framed for the lieutenant's murder, even though Carter didn't kill him, and now he has to find a way to prove his innocence. So that's really that type of movie. And he and the actress Priscilla Lane, who plays his girlfriend, work really well together. There are many scenes where they're sort of riding along, trying to figure out how to get this going and how to solve it. and a scene with an optometrist is really quite good. Just definitely check out Bodyguard. I really enjoyed it. I like Laurence Tierney in it. In those days, he sometimes played an amoral killer, like in Born to Kill or The Devil Thumbs a Ride. So, but he's sort of a good guy here, pretty much, and just very firm, very imposing presence, just terrific. I really liked the movie. It was just a lot of fun to watch. Could it have been longer? Could certain things have been expanded upon? Sure, but overall, it's exciting. It's a two-fisted entertainment. It's just the best kind of gritty noir picture, but not as deep as other noir pictures of that time, for sure. So definitely worth checking out, and see it. I really recommend Bodyguard from 1948, directed by Richard Fleischer, and again starring Laurence Tierney. So, have any of you seen Bodyguard? Have you seen any films starring Laurence Tierney? Let me your thoughts. Tell me what you think. If you're a new subscriber, thank you. And for those of you who haven't subscribed, please do. For the new subscribers or regular subscribers, the notification bell for future uploads. And that's all I got to say about this. And this is Jerry Saravia at the Movies, signing off.